Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words and become much more articulate. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome aboard. Every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm dropping brand new videos on topics such as public speaking, social skills, storytelling, and much more. Join the tribe by hitting that subscribe button right on below. Hit that bell notification and never miss another video again. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of storytelling, and I'm going to give you the formula for endless suspense stories that was used by Alfred Hitchcock. When I was, let's say, in the 7th or 8th grade, I would go to my local library and rent out a lot of books. And one day when I was renting out a book, the kid right in front of me was like, "I can't wait to watch this movie." And I saw him holding a movie. I was like, "Hey, kid, where'd you get that movie from?" And he's like, "From here, the library." I was like, "Wait a minute, they rent movies in the library?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's right there." So I ended up feeling like an idiot. If I knew that they had movies all along, then why was I renting books for? I dump my book to the side, I run to the movie selection, and I start perusing through their selection. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty disappointed. I mean, all I saw were these old school Planet of the Apes movies and Alfred Hitchcock movies. Who the hell is Alfred Hitchcock, and why does he have such a big selection? I might as well check out one of the movies. And one of the movies that I got was called Birds. I go home, I pop the movie in my VCR. Yes, there was a thing called VCR back in the days. And I was sitting back and watching it. I'm not gonna lie, I was very, very impressed. I was impressed because this movie had a very strange concept. It was about a civilization that was being turned upside down because birds began attacking them. And I thought, this is a very unique concept for a movie. Let me check out more of this guy's movies. So I began to eventually check out Psycho, Frenzy, and a bunch of the other selections within the library. And I became a big Alfred Hitchcock fan. But that was the end of his movies for a certain period. And for a long, long time, I didn't watch his movies again. Until 2020 hits. The lockdowns happen. And one day, I'm bored. I'm like, let me check out some interviews of famous filmmakers. And that's when I recalled my younger self enjoying these Alfred Hitchcock movies. And I began checking out a lot of these Alfred Hitchcock interviews this time. And I hear the man speak. He views storytelling as a craft. And his formula for infinite suspense movies is to allow your audience to know more than the character. That's it. Because what is a storyteller really? A storyteller just knows more than the audience. Now, what is suspense really? Suspense is when the audience knows more than the character. And I know that you've had a moment like this. You've had that one moment where you're like, "Lady, don't go into the forest. Don't you understand? Jason he's in the forest. Don't go, lady. Seriously, don't go." It's because you know something that this lady doesn't. And Alfred Hitchcock knew that with this simple formula of allowing the audience to know more than the character, he could create infinite stories. That's why he became the king of suspense. He followed this simple rule for a bunch of different tales, from Psycho all the way to Birds. Now, every now and then, you don't want to allow the audience to know everything because then it's not even a suspense. They already know and it doesn't feel good. But every now and then you want them to feel smart. But you never want the audience to know more than the storyteller. And that's why Alfred Hitchcock was known as the king of suspense. He he never allowed anyone to know more than him in terms of his movies. So recap, you should know the most, your audience members should know the second most, and your poor characters should know the least. This is the formula for infinite suspense, and this is how you level up your storytelling game. If you want more practical insights like this into storytelling, be sure to check out my book, The Art and Science of Storytelling. In this book, you're going to learn how to leverage curiosity, leverage suspense, how to build universes, how to build relatable characters, along with plenty of other topics to spice up your storytelling game. Grab the book in the link in the description box, the pinned comment, or go on ArmaniTalks.com and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks YouTube channel, and I'll catch you next time.